Honestly, I feel like we're all prone to overthinking, and I've developed my mind, I would say, confidently in a way where I can generally say that I place like little defense mechanisms, I place defense mechanisms so that if I overthink or if I catch myself, I guess, conjuring like a negative thought or something, I would just stop myself. And sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes you might want it to go a certain way, or sometimes you think that it'll go a certain way, but it end up going the exact opposite. And the thing about overthinking that's generally the problem, or generally the reason why we're all, or most of us, or some of us usually gets caught up into it, is that sometimes it's almost like undetectable. But it's not that it's undetectable, it's just that we don't become conscious of it. It's like while we're doing it, and it's like, it's obvious signs that, yo, you're overthinking, your mind is racing, this is not how you are. But at the same time, it's like you can't catch yourself. You don't catch yourself until, I guess, you really, place a different mechanism in there that really like, oh, we're kind of doing it. And the reason why sometimes it's kind of hard to depict whether it's overthinking or not is because I can speak for myself at least. In my mind, it seems as if like I'm thinking, I guess, effectively and productively about what I want to do or what needs to be done, but at the same time, it generally overall is just overthinking. And it's not something easy to overcome, and it's gonna be on and off, like a bad relationship. It's gonna be on and off, but it's just a matter of, I guess, trying to maintain conscious of it as much as possible and as many times as we can. Like, honestly, like for quite a while now, and also still ongoing, I've been in secluded retreat. I honestly just stayed away from a lot of people that surround me. Not because I have a problem with them. I don't have no problem with anybody, reality. But I've just stayed away from people because I just felt like I felt the need to generally isolate myself and, kind of just focus on myself in a sense and because I want to develop. I just feel like I need and I want and I desire to develop a certain way. And maybe I'm being a little hard on myself, but it's like I kind of feel called to it. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because of my avoidant attachment style, my avoidant attachment personality, or it's just me being a Taurus, or just overall my personality and who I am. Is just I generally sometimes, or most of the times, feel the need that for me to develop the way I want to, it has to be done alone, or at least for certain developments, right? Certain ways I want to develop it, it has to be done alone. And it kind of sucks, I guess, to like move away from people for myself, I guess, sometimes, or for them, because they wonder where are you and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like I'm going forever, just for a little while. I just want to focus on myself and develop myself to a point where I'm like, okay, I can go back out there to the world or whatever. I mean, yes, I could develop out there. It's just that I think it just feels better when it's like less noise around me. I'm not particularly saying the people that's around me is just full on noise. It's not, but it's just that when they're not around me, it just allows me to point all my energy internally, right? I'm someone that's an empath, so whether I like it or not, I get a full understanding. Well, let's not say full, that's a bit of a reach, but I get a bit of an understanding of how people feel, and I feel how people feel. You know, I'm empathetic, and I'm a kind person. I would like to say, you know, I like to help people out to the best of my ability, but I help people that needs help people that requires help, and sometimes help people that want help. But I also have to be conscious not to also help everybody just because they think they need help. Not everybody needs help, and that stuff will drain you bad. Like it'd be a lot, and then next thing you know, out of nowhere, your cup is empty and theirs is full, overflowing. So you just gotta be mindful of that. But nonetheless, like I said, I just feel like I just need to be more isolated to kind of develop the way I desire for myself. Overall, I generally just, my mind has some more developing to do, you know, because I recently I caught myself, well, today, after I just thought about it overall and just thinking about it, I'm like, I've generally been overthinking, you know, and I got some signs from the angel. I saw 333. I'm just like, yeah, they confirmed it. Mind, body, spirit. And a little thing I like to do, right? I think it's cool because it's like, you can't deny it. You know, no such thing as coincidence. So whenever I see an angel number, right, I will go to like Google Images. I will type in the number. Let's say, for instance, this morning 333. I will type in 333 and I'll put angel number next to it. And then I'll go to Google Images, and you know, Google Images are gonna show you the number on a poster or, you know, a damn Pinterest or whatever, and it has a meaning or what it represents, you know. And I would just kind of like scroll. I would scroll down as fast as possible, right? Let it load up a little bit. Scroll down, and then I will scroll all the way back up fast, and then I will tap. I will put my finger somewhere, and whichever one it lands on, I will read it. And I just see that as a way, like, that's the universe telling me that this is what they mean by the number, because I feel like that's just divine intervention. You know, like, I literally randomly at this specific moment landed my finger on this. I just take it as that. And generally, most of the times, if not all the times, it resonates. So, but back to the topic. I'm over getting off topic. I mean, who's to say this video is strictly about overthinking? I just want to share my thoughts, you know. And generally speaking, what I've been overthinking about recently is just I've been worried about, I guess, about a little bit of if I'm doing what I need to do for myself, and in terms of like this whole content creation thing, because I feel called to do content creation. I've been feel called to that for years now, and even though it took some years for me to actually, you know, finally, hey, let's do it. You know, I'm just glad I'm still starting nonetheless. And I guess one thing about content creation, and I feel like a lot of people don't really say this, is that content creation is something you can jump into, but you really have to develop your mindset and your mental to really, you know, begin. Because there's so much things that you're gonna have to consider and think about when you're doing content creation. And the first thing and the one thing of it all is that you're gonna be thinking about perception, you know? You're gonna be thinking about how you be perceived, how people is looking at you, do you look good on camera? And that's me right there. I done created so much damn videos. I'm gonna be like, bro, I look like a hot mess on this damn screen, bro. I'm just like, bro, if I keep making videos and I keep deleting it because of how I look, it's like, bro, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a photogenic being. You might see me on camera and be like, yo, he's mid or whatever. And like, what I really don't care how people perceive me, bro. I really don't. So I don't know why I be doing all that to myself. It's like I said, it's like the mind just starts going at me. It's like, why are you doing these things? You already know you see yourself as attractive, man. You feel me? And you already know you look much better in person. You feel me? So it's like the only thing that's stopping me is me. I'm just generally just stopping myself from doing what I need to do for myself. Stopping myself from doing things that I know will make me feel so fulfilled and generally light a path where I can find. My damn alarm just stopped my damn video, but whatever. But like I was saying, I'm stopping myself from living a life that's meant for me and stopping myself from living a life that's, truly fulfilling. Just because I'm worried about how I'm perceived and a lot of unnecessary things. I don't want to be that way anymore. I don't want to sit here and think and worry and just think about if this video is doing this and the third. Like, I feel like the thing that makes us stuck or stagnant when it comes to content creation is because we're sitting here worried about if this video is the one, if this video is perfect, if this video is gonna blow up. But it's like, that shouldn't be the intention, The intention I should have for my videos, and the intention I do have, and the intention I should more so keep focusing on, is that this video might generally help somebody. If at least one person understands, and if one person resonates with this video, then I'm perfectly fine with that, generally. And the thing about YouTube especially is that it's a long-term thing. It's not gonna be overnight. It's not gonna take one day. It's probably not gonna take a month. It's probably not gonna take a year, But like someone said, it's like YouTube is like a resume. It's like you're building a damn resume. And honestly, I like sitting here and just talking, and share my thoughts and see if anybody else out there actually share the same thoughts that I do. So I don't mind. I want to keep doing things that bring light to me. I saw a video early this morning and last night of the YouTuber Profound Pondering, right? I'm not gonna lie, he's amazing. He's a great guy. He has a lot of insight on a lot of things. It's almost shocking, generally. But he was talking about something. He said, choose yourself. I'm just paraphrasing, but he said, choose yourself and do things that will bring you closer to you so that you feel like you, and so that you can walk the world just as you are. And I think that is very beautiful, I'm not gonna lie to you, because it's like, at the end of the day, if you really think about it, when it comes to this whole content creation thing, for example, right? Is if I keep constantly worried about the content to put out that will be good for somebody, or how they're gonna perceive it, and what's gonna get views and likes and this and the third, I'm not choosing that for me. I am sitting here and choosing that form of content, or the intention behind the content, for others. But I'm not necessarily doing it for me. And if I was to constantly be on that type of timing, or to operate in that light, then how long is that gonna last? How long before it becomes draining? How long before I lose my passion, my goal, lose sight of my goal? So I want to choose myself, because if I choose myself and I'm just doing things that makes me feel good, which is generally the whole purpose of being here on this earth, then I can live a much more fulfilling life, and I can live a life where I can know that I have no regrets, and I can live a life where I wake up every day and it just feels like a breath of fresh air. My shoulders feel light. I attract the people that's meant for me, you know? And just simply overall, just letting everything unfold exactly the way it needs to for me. I want to sit here and keep worrying about if this is how it's supposed to be, or this is what I should do, and algorithm, and I'm not worried about all of that. I generally want to be myself. It's such a beautiful and overly underrated thing to just sit there and be yourself, because when you're being yourself, I feel like that's the only time you can generally be your happiest, because you're being yourself. You don't necessarily have to worry about trying to fit in or trying to wear a certain mask and then worry if the mask is fitting on correctly, and if anybody can see past your disguise. That's so much work, stress, and just anxiety. You feel me? So it's like, you just being yourself saves you all that trouble. It saves you all that trouble. Be yourself so that you can love yourself. It's such a beautiful thing to love yourself. And it's even a more beautiful thing to feel the love for yourself. Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Like, you ever in the act of loving yourself, or in the moment of generally expressing love for yourself, and you feel the love? It's crazy. It's like, you just feel it feels like you're in the moment, you're in the present moment, everything is going just the way it needs to. I generally have no doubt in my mind that I'm destined for greatness. It's because it's just an accumulation of a lot of things that go wrong in my life, you know? And just my mind, especially. I love my mind. I'm not gonna lie to you. If anything, I'm in love with my mind. Like, it's just the way that I've processed things, and the way that it's developing, and the most of all, the yearn that I have to, like, obtain more knowledge regarding a lot of things, especially when it comes to just the world that we live in, because there's so much I feel like I want to unveil and discover. That's not necessarily saying it's not discovered already, but I want to discover it for myself. Like, for instance, like, I'll give you an example right now. Like this book right here. Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself, Dr. Joe Dispenza. I'm not gonna lie to you, everybody wants to see, like, certain celebrities and stuff like that, but him, that's a guy I would love to sit down and speak to. I'm not gonna lie to you. His mind and the way he processes everything, and everything that he talks about is just like, bro, this is profound. I feel like everybody should at least watch one video of him, you know? He talks about a lot. He talks about plenty. But overall, nonetheless, like I said, I don't know what this video is mostly about. I guess I'm just sitting here talking. But nonetheless, there's nothing wrong with that either. It's like I place so much intention on just like what it's supposed to be, instead of just let it be, you know? Go record yourself, talk, and just put whatever you want to put. And that's another thing too that I generally need to remember is that I am the experience. You know, people are coming on YouTube, or if they come to my channel to see what I have to say, hear what I have to say, you know, see what I got going on, this and the third, or to see what my channel is about. But it's like me constantly trying to, I guess, reflect what I'm doing and what I'm talking about for the outside. Then it's like, what's the point? You get what I'm trying to say? What I mean by that? It's like you go to a restaurant and I'm trying to try something new. I want to try something new and see what they got going on. It's exciting. But then when I go, well, the people in the restaurant, they're trying to replicate everything else that's going on outside. Like, that's nothing new. If you just did what you wanted to do, and if you just did what came to your mind and express yourself through your food and through the art that you're working on, then it would have been a completely different experience for the people that's coming in because it's something new, instead of just trying to replicate and trying to, I guess, reflect everything else that's already there. Be yourself. I guess that's just what I mean by that. Just be yourself, you know. And honestly, regardless of what I look like on this damn camera, I'm gonna post it. Sometimes you get sick of yourself. You feel me? You get sick of yourself. Like this book right here, Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself. How to Lose Your Mind and Create a New One. I haven't read it yet. And the reason why I haven't read it is because right now I'm reading, might as well show y'all. Right now I'm reading this book, The Laws of Human Nature. Honestly, it's a very interesting book. Like, the more I read it, the more I love it. Like, it's crazy. And that's a book I'm probably gonna read over and over again. And honestly, it's a book you can just go back to if you just want to understand somebody. Like, for instance, if there's a section about narcissism, right? If you just came across a person that's narcissistic, you just go right back to that chapter, and I promise you, it will tell you plenty. It would tell you probably everything you need to know in terms of depicting and realizing and identifying a narcissistic person. But that's not the only thing it talks about. And one thing, the key component about this book is that it teaches you that for you to understand others and the rest of the world, you must first understand yourself. And that's very true. It's a very beautiful book. I'm not even done with that either. Not even halfway. But I am reading it. But overall, like I said, just no more overthinking. No more overthinking. No more doubt. No more self-pity. I have a vision for myself, and there's a complete world out there to experience, and I want to, and I will. And so I'm taking this time right now to kind of just develop into the person that I want to become. Giving myself grace and taking each day at a time, and just, just do what I can to taking more steps to become who I want and need to be. That's the journey I'm on right now within the Secluded retreat. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should title the video Secluded Retreat Day 1. Who knows? But yeah, that's what I have for now. And if you made this far, thank you very much. And I'm gonna steal this from Profound Pondering, but he said, even if you didn't make this far, thank you. For real though. But at the same time, it's like, how are you gonna know if I'm thanking you if you didn't? But just, you feel something. You feel a little twitch right here, somebody, a little whisper that says thank you, you feel me? But at the end of the day, just thank you guys. Thank you anybody for watching the video, even reaching this far, actually listening to me for this long. I'm a bit impressed, so thank you. And I do hope everything is going well for you guys, and just stay positive. So have a great one.